What's up, guys? Bang, bang. It is lunch money time while Wall Street is trying to get rich. The rest of us just trying to get our lunch money right. I'm here with the beautiful, intelligent, amazing angel, Polina Marinova, Pompliano, P-I-M-P. Don't forget that lunch money is now sponsored by BlockFi. BlockFi lets you earn up to 8.6% APY in that interest-bearing account. And you can also sign up on the wait list for the Bitcoin Rewards credit card. You can swipe your credit card and get Bitcoin back rather than cash back or airline miles. I'm an investor. I sit on the board. I'm a very happy user, and you will be too if you go to blockfi.com/pomp and sign up for an account today. Blockfi.com/pomp. Let's go.
He was also very grumpy 30 seconds ago. The pending Coinbase direct listing scheduled for Wednesday on the NASDAQ under the symbol COIN is exciting a broad base of the investment community outside the usual cryptocurrency crowd. Coinbase is going to blow people's minds, says Matt Hogan, Chief Investment Officer at Bitwise Asset Management, which pioneered the first crypto index fund. I think it's going to force traditional finance to wrestle with the phenomenal growth that is taking place in crypto. Do we agree or disagree?
Well, I definitely agree. I think that everyone is drastically underestimating what has happened with Coinbase. They did $600 million in revenue in Q4. They did $1.8 billion in Q1. They 3x their revenue in a 90-day period. It's nuts. They did more revenue in Q1 than they did in all of 2020. And I think that they've got the macro tailwind of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies continuing upwards. And so I think this company is going to come out of the gate hot, fast. And it's not going to slow down. It's going to continue. I'm biased. I have a little bit of financial exposure. My fingers are crossed.
I'm not biased.
Come on. Let's go, Brian and team. Bang, bang. What's up? Do we want to make a guess as to what we think it could hit this year?
Like stock price?
This is not financial advice. Market. This is not financial advice.
I don't want to guess. I don't speculate.
But I would not be surprised if we saw Coinbase hit $500 billion in market cap this year. That to me feels like absolutely could happen.
Make your own decisions.
$500 billion. Not saying it's going to happen, but I'm not saying that I'd be surprised if it did. Next.
Microsoft announced Monday that it will buy speech recognition company Nuance Communications for $56 per share, which is about 23% above its closing price on Friday. The deal is worth about $16 billion and about $19 billion, including debt. What is Microsoft doing?
Well, this is the largest acquisition they've done since LinkedIn, which is pretty interesting. But it's also a larger acquisition than the reported $10 billion one that they wanted to do with Discord. So the second you enter into these large acquisitions, you have to ask yourself, there's only 3 reasons why somebody would want to do this. They're trying to either buy the team, they're trying to buy the product, or they're trying to buy growth.
So it looks like Microsoft is trying to buy the product because Nuance actually sells tools for recognizing and transcribing speech and doctor office visits, customer service calls, and voicemails. And in its announcement, Microsoft said that Nuance's technology will be used to augment Microsoft's cloud products for healthcare, which were launched last year.
So, one, I think that it's less about buying the product. It's more about buying growth, but that growth comes from owning the product. So we'll agree right there that there's a directional thing. No, not disagree. I think we actually agree more than we disagree. 2 is I see a lot of talk about this being artificial intelligence. Why? This is not artificial intelligence. This is simply speech to text. They're taking spoken words and they're translating it into text.
Amazingly hard to do.
It's hard to do, but that doesn't make it artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence literally means that it's something that can think for itself. That's not artificial intelligence. Facts. Next.
MicroStrategy said that its non-employee board members will now be compensated in Bitcoin. In an 8K filing with the SEC, MicroStrategy said that from April 11th onward, non-employee directors on its board will receive all fees for their service in Bitcoin instead of cash. What is Michael Saylor doing?
Michael Saylor is a gangster. My guy is out here just pushing. His back has to hurt because he put the whole team on his back and he is carrying the squad right now. Balance sheet in, unsecured loans into Bitcoin in, paying the board directors in Bitcoin in. The guy doesn't stop You love to see it. Very smart. Very, very smart. If you need a signal to show that this company is committed to their Bitcoin strategy, this is a great one. And I think that Michael Saylor is doing exactly what he said he's going to do. He's not going to stop. He's relentless. He's only going to continue to pursue this Bitcoin strategy. And I think that it has proven to be very, very valuable for shareholders and likely will continue to be moving forward.
The University of Central Florida, which is apparently in Orlando, Florida, their new coach, Gus Malzahn, is allowing the team to put their Twitter handles on the back of their jerseys.
Gangster! Welcome to the future.
Why would we do that?
Well, two things. One is there was a rule change. So now that they can promote and profit from their image and likeness.
They're monetizing themselves.
Yes. Very, very smart. An age of personal branding, one may say. Gus Malzahn's always been a very player-friendly coach. He understands that when you're in college, it's different than the NFL. In the NFL, you can pay people. So you can say, hey, I want you to come to my team. I'll just pay you more. That's how I get you to come here. But when it comes to college, you got to recruit people. You got to show them all the non-monetary benefits. This is kind of a side door into monetary benefit, though. You can say, hey, we're going to make you famous. We're going to help you build your personal brand. And by doing that, you'll then be able to monetize it off the field. And that's why you should come to our university.
So what if somebody has a really inappropriate Twitter handle? Would they let them put it on their back?
Well, the thing about college football is you basically have a bunch of new parents because the coaches don't want you to do anything inappropriate. So if somebody had an inappropriate Twitter handle, that would be addressed before it ever came up. Should I put this on my jersey or not? Now, if some of you remember the XFL, He Hate Me, what a guy. He Hate Me was the name somebody put on the back of their jersey. And he used to do it because he's like, when I'm running for the end zone and you're behind me chasing me, you go see He Hate Me on the back. And that was literally the name on the back of his jersey. So do not be surprised if some people switch up the Twitter handles and decide that they should have a memorable Twitter handle just for this specific purpose.
So do we remember Boston Dynamics Spot robotic dog that dances and does backflips and opens doors for its robot dog friend? Well, now it's being used by the French military. Spot has appeared alongside soldiers during military exercises carried out by the French army. The robot was apparently being used for reconnaissance during a 2-day training exercise. But the deployment you look like a wizard, but the deployment raises questions about how and where Boston Dynamics machines will be used in the future. What do we think about this combat robot dog?
I'm just getting close enough where I can prevent the facial recognition from getting me.
Anthony, you look like a wizard.
Well, no problem. No, I like this like this. This is my Public Rec hoodie, by the way. Public Rec, go to publicrec.com/pomp.
My God, we're like...
publicrec.com/pomp. What I think here is the following. One,
you look so funny.
Okay. Robots are absolutely going to be the future of warfare. Why are we going to put human lives at risk when we can just send machines to fight machines? Duh. Two is that this is reconnaissance only at the moment, which means it's a non-violent combatant on the battlefield, meaning that it does not carry weapons. Wait till you see what they did to the drones, the Predators, when they actually put missiles on the Predator drones. What happens when they now are going to put missiles or guns? Imagine a Gatling gun, which is the one that goes and shoots 5,000 rounds a minute. What happens when they put that on the little dog? And you're like, oh, look at the little dog. And there's like...
Okay, but to me, it's like humans have morals and ethics, and they can make snap decisions.
The dog doesn't have a mind. It can't think for itself.
Exactly.
No, so humans are still making those decisions.
Yes, but when you're not there in person right now, it makes it easier to be less ethical.
Let me tell you about drone. Let me tell you about drone warfare. Let me tell you about drone warfare.
It's Ask Lunch Money Time. #AskLM in the comments below. Alexander Albertzi asks, hi, Pomp and Polina. Thanks for the great show. You always talk about the devaluation of the dollar as well as rising inflation coming. However, what is your opinion of Brent Johnson's dollar milkshake theory of deflation and a rising dollar over the longer term outlook? Thanks.
I had Brent on the podcast probably a year ago at this point, like sometime April, May of last year. It's a very interesting theory. Very, very well named. It's a very memorable name. Great marketing by Brent. I do not agree with it.
All the milkshake. What?
I do not agree with it. I do not think you can get a stronger dollar over time because you're having it devalued at such an incredible rate. Yes, there is a relative nature to this. So if the dollar is being devalued, but everything else is being devalued faster. Technically, the dollar would be stronger than the rest of the currencies. So there is some nuance here. But I do not agree that the dollar over the longer time period is going to end up having this dollar milkshake theory. I think what we've actually seen is most of the value that's getting created is getting sucked into the crypto economy. And so in some crazy way, you shouldn't call it the dollar milkshake theory. You should call it the Bitcoin milkshake theory, because really what we're seeing is all the liquidity pushed into the market. It's getting sucked up by store value assets, and Bitcoin has been the greatest beneficiary of that given its small market cap size at the time. Now we're pushing to $1 trillion and likely to go much, much higher this year.
Also note, this is what happens when you have lunch money at noon and an audition for Lord of the Rings at 1. Okay.
I've never seen that show.
I haven't either, but you look like Gandalf. Is that from Lord of the Rings? Or am I making that?
Before you say facts, you should.
No,
come on. We're almost done.
Gandalf I
have things to do.
It is from Lord of the Rings. Woohoo!
But he doesn't have a hood.
Yeah, he has a hat.
Yeah.
Okay. Moist. Oh, poor Moist. Day 94 of commenting. Real, recognize real. I know I'll get that email. I got that Good Friday energy right now, too. Just went 3-0 in pickup while leading my team in points every game. No big deal.
All right.
While your brother is with you, let him know that Moist is a huge fan and appreciates his nonpartisan sports journalism.
As soon as we get done with this, I'm emailing
Damn.
Moist. Hashtag built different. That's what speaks to me.
All right.
By the way, just because you lead a team in basketball in points doesn't mean you can beat me in one-on-one. I will smoke you. I don't even know who you are.
Okay, Gandalf. All right.
Moist.
Oh my God, I almost said love you guys. I mean, I do love you guys, but... Because, when I end a call... All right.
Can we get these taken off now?
Yes, but not right now.
What are they called?
Martinica.
A what?
Martinica.
To all my Bulgarian friends, običam te Bulgaria, TC mnogo krasiva. I might even go with a little TC hubova kosa. I like how your hair looks today. I'm just out here spitting facts. Običam te Bulgaria, običam te Poli, običam te Anthony. All right?
All right.
That means I love myself, I love Poli, and I love Bulgaria. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Bang, bang. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Lunch Money as much as we did.
And don't forget, Lunch Money is now sponsored by BlockFi, so go check them out. There's a link in the description that you can click on. I'm an investor, a user, and a huge fan. What?
You're a bigger fan of BlockFi than you are of me?
BlockFi is my second favorite thing in the world behind Polina. They've got 3 products. They can give you a US dollar loan. You can earn up to 8.6% interest on an interest-bearing account, or you can buy and sell cryptocurrencies on their crypto exchange. I personally use the interest-bearing account. There's not very many places where you'll find up to 8.6% interest on a deposit in an interest-bearing account. Go do your own research. There's risk associated, but 8.6% is pretty compelling. So click on the link in the description. Say thanks to the folks at BlockFi. Subscribe to our channel. Like the video. Annoy Polina in the comments. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
And be kind to your friends.